Human Torch was denied a Bengal. Are we live?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Oh, wait, we actually are live.
Then you need to go to another level.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some SATAL 2021 action. Today we have TMC versus VTAF in the Gold 6v6 Semifinals. How's everybody doing today?
44.
Bear, how are you?
Life is a song. It's beautiful. It's not raining, so we can bring milkshakes to the town to get people all around.
Fantastic. So looking at today's matchup today, TMC versus VTAF on a flat map. We have Mineral Nye taking off TMC and VTAF taking off from Maycop. And let's look at the lineup. Today we have, let's go look at VTAF real quick. We have VTAF Archer in the F-18 Hornet, Grasshopper also in the Hornet, Alpha also in the Hornet, and Sword 1-2 in the lone F-16 supporting VTAF. For TMC, today we have Zelfer in the Viper, Burner in the Viper, Tail in the J-11 Alpha, and Kingston in the F-14B.
Hello, Cedric Laponte.
We have not seen a Tomcat or a J-11 so far in the last two streams today, so this is going to be a very different match than what everybody's been watching since, what was it, Tuesday? The first stream? So,
Wednesday.
So everybody, keep an eye out for those long bombs. Keep an eye out for the sneaky ETs of the flankers and the speed of the Vipers for TMC. And then over on VTAF side, again, we've got lots and lots of missiles coming from TF and VTAF. Good looking skins.
Yeah, 10-2. 10-2, 10-2, 10-2, 6-0.
10-2, 10-2. Lots and lots of missiles for these guys.
60-60, 226s, and of course, and 6-2 for Kingston in the Tomcats. He's flying with Nish as a Rio. The
Nish.
human Rio.
There we go. So cannot forget the Rios. I do apologize. I forgot. Kingston and Nish as the all-important Rio. The F-14 is a very is a two-man required aircraft, and you really benefit by having that player in the backseat. Lots of sticks for 4 enemies. Yeah, it sure is. I anticipate the sticks, the freedom sticks, will be flying today.
42 coming from VTAF. That's insane.
So here we are, and already, as we've seen, I think we saw this exact same map the other day. Nobody wants to fly up here in the flats. Everybody's favoring these hills, as we mentioned yesterday. They're kind of already on a southerly trajectory, heading, towards the 250, heading down here to catch those mountains. TMC staying together pretty well. VTAF splitting up a little bit, not too much. We'll find out what they end up doing for their formation. Let's ride along with. Tell you what, let's ride along with the F-14. We have not seen one yet so far. Let's ride along with the F-14.
That'll bring. Where is Navy Doc? He loves his F-14s.
And take a look at that wonderful new texture for the M54.
Well, there you go.
Looking pretty good. Looking real good.
The Motley Crew, TMC, of course. The Motley Crew, lovely band.
So as these guys ingress, let's go ahead and get a poll going in the chat.
Yeah, that's
I'm
going to
tell you this time because I forgot to tell you last time apparently, even though I know I said it, but whatever. Let's see.
This is the third match of our playoffs for SATAL. Interesting, the third match, and it also has AWACS. So all 3 matches that I've played so far have AWACS. People are reliant on that. E3 and A5 flying around.
Alright guys, the poll is up in chat. So here we have formation coming in here now from Archers, a bit of a wall formation, but they are in an easterly trajectory, and TMC is still on a west-southwestern trajectory. Actually, they're turning back into the west now slowly, it looks like. But as you can see, they want to set up this side of the map so they have somewhere to go, somewhere to hide. Like always, guys, please let me know how stream sounds, looks, feels, tastes, everything. Please let me know.
VTAF, is it Virtual Turkish Air Force?
It might be in the side of the airplane, possibly, is it? No.
I believe they're from Turkey or surrounding area. Thracian, what is Thracian? Oh, so VTAF stands for Virtual Thracian Bear Air Force. Very nice, very nice.
The B in bear is silent.
Absolutely.
That's where it comes from.
Virtual Thracian Bear Air Force.
All right, guys, so we are now in Tomcat range, and it looks like VTAF has kind of stuck to their wall formation, kind of pulled TMC away from their southerly trajectory. Two guys looking to flank the J11. If I could guess, he's going to be diving to the deck here shortly. F-16, F-14 by TMC heading northbound towards Bulls, and VTAF maintaining their wall formation. And Phoenix, this is Phoenix range, so I wonder what they're going to do here. Does he have 54 A's or C's? That looks like an A according to the paint mark 60. I would imagine a shot any moment now from Tomcat. Not as fast as I would anticipate, but you know, he's not past Mach 1 yet. But you know, no shots yet, no long bombs. Nobody has the trust for the long bombs right now. 40 miles separating, actually correction, 32 miles separating the nearest two targets. And TMC has reached Bulls first.
The Thracians were an Indo-European speaking people who inhabited large parts of Eastern and Southeastern Europe in ancient history. Thracians resided mainly in the Balkans and were also located in Asia Minor and other locations in Eastern Europe. So now we know, the Thracian bears. Lovely.
No shots yet. This is interesting, Bear. 35 miles, and we have not seen a shot yet.
Reminds me of the first match we had. What was that, Harpier? What a fuck.
This is true. Yeah, Harpier would turn cold in their leading targets. And there's the first shot, the 54 Mark 60, and a 120 out from Grasshopper onto Zelfer. And the Phoenix on its way up to the ISS to dive down onto its unknowing target. If I had to guess, it's going to be going on to Zachrix or Grasshopper.
Yeah, Billy Connolly photos. The it's Percy. It's Percy. The altitude of the Tomcat is 33,300. You can see it on the overlay on the left. Kingston Nish is at the bottom. That's the Tomcat. His speed at the moment is Mach 1.
Two missiles just passed right by each other in the air. 54 towers right over top of the 120. 54 now diving down onto what appears to be Grasshopper, but I believe they've pre-notched that aircraft on the missile on the way down. Not a problem for either of these two guys. And the 54 looks like it's going to go right between everybody. Lost track.
You're right, Angel. I already lost track. B. Connolly photo. You need to build a PC to run DCS? Yes, yes, and yes.
120 coming down onto somebody. I believe it doesn't have track. Oh, it picks somebody up. It sees somebody.
Uh-oh.
But I believe he's well out of energy. Yeah, no problem from Zelfer here. No problem.
Penguin, late to the party. Never the party starts when you arrive, mate.
So VTAF doing a great job maintaining their wall formation. Sneaky little J11 to the south here. Surprised he's not lower. However, he does have ERs, 2 ERs, 2 77s, 2 ETs, and 4 of the heaters. And there goes one off the rail right now, an ER onto Zachrix or Grasshopper, one of the two. A 120 also. He is not going to be able to support that missile all the way through as the 120 is coming in hot on him. We'll have to see how long he can support the missile for. Remember, ERs must maintain lock all the way through to the target. However, they are faster than a 120 initially, so if it does get to the target first, he can maintain that all the way through, but it does not look like he's going to be able to this time around. It has to turn cold from an incoming 120. AIM 120 coming in from Archer, I believe, onto Zelfer. but it looks like he's in a good defensive position. Where is he? Down low, 1 mile into the ground. The missile goes.
Enjoy, you can run DCS on a 286, bro.
This is true. You could really turn things down. 54, Mark 60 out in close from Kingston onto Alpha. Burners out. We're 9 miles, 8 miles, still tracking. Burners still on 6 miles now. He's in a lot of trouble unless he finds this notch. 5 miles now. 4 miles, I believe he has successfully notched it. I don't see the missile correcting at all right now. 3 miles, waiting for a late acquisition just to make sure we wouldn't miss anything. Successfully notched into the ground. The Phoenix goes. Unfortunately, that is the story of the Phoenix today. It is very easy to notch at this point. R73 out from our sneaky J11. Might have been a luck shot trying to get maybe continue to find somebody, but now the J11 is now cold. 120 out onto Alpha from 10 miles on Burner. Another 54 is now out from Kingston. We have a possible trade coming in here from Zelfer. Zelfer to Archer. Right along with Zelfer to the left here as a missile coming in from his high and his left. Looking for it. Getting super low in those trees. And they both drive each missile into the ground. Moving down to the south, we have Burner. Incoming missile from his right. He was undergun. The tree! Holy shit! He went right between the trees! That is how you notch a missile. You have the squirrels catching for you.
I like that skin. It's beautiful. It's clean.
You have squirrels catch the missiles for you. Genius!
Oh.
Absolutely genius. So
The
really
Thracian
close.
Bears.
120 now coming down onto Kingston in the F-14. We all know how bad the F-14 can't tell where exactly the missile is. He's wing swept, hauling ass on the deck, driving the missile into the ground, and I believe he just did that. Oh, it's still coming. 120 still approaching onto Kingston. Where is it? Where is it? It's close, and we're safe. Zelfer, another missile coming in him. No hit there. ET, the sneaky ET, the all unknown, unheard ET coming down onto Grasshopper. Grasshopper has no idea. 2 miles at 1,300 knots. 1 mile. I believe this is going to be a kill shot. 900. 1 mile. And I believe it just lost track.
Monsieur
Just
Leclerc.
barely, not enough energy to... Oh, so close. Such a close shot on the Grasshopper. Tail would have been just 1 to 2 seconds later on that launch. He would have had him, no doubt.
Monsieur Leclerc, even though we saw him go under the ground, he didn't go under the ground in the match. That's the track replay. It happens to the best of us. Difficult to plan that.
More missiles being volleyed. We can't have many missiles left in these F-16s here, guys. We have 2 shots left, 3 shots left in the F-16s, and I'm going to bet the Hornets have... Ooh, what is this? Where is this one
Everything.
going? Where is this one going? Friendly kill? No? Where's... No. Okay, so it's a double tap. A triple tap on the Burner in the F-16. 3 AIM-120s, 1 went to space, 2 of them are still tracking. Burner's in trouble.
When in doubt, pull the trigger.
Burner's in some trouble here. 1 mile, 1.3 miles, 1 mile behind. Outmaneuvers the 120. No kills yet.
Giving the grass a little bit of a mow.
Look at the Hornets load here. We have still plenty of missiles. We have a whole F-16's worth of missiles still on the F-18s. And there's another double tap by Grasshopper on the tail. Look at these missiles just flying everywhere. Poor tail. And these missiles aren't tracking. Where are they going? I don't know what's happening. They're just...
Elric is 100% correct. Like in Top Gun, he only went below the hot deck for a few seconds and took the shot.
That is correct. There was no danger, right? There was no danger, so he took it. 54 out from... Oh no, those missiles are tracking each other, and I believe the 54 trail. What is happening here? I can't even keep up anymore. So many missiles. Missile coming out onto Zelfer from his 6. 1 mile into the ground it goes. Continuing on, super close exchange of shots here. 120 out from Burner onto Grasshopper, I believe. Burner in trouble. Right along with Burner on his high left. 2 missiles coming in below him. Where are the missiles? Into the ground already. Fantastic. No kills yet, guys. No kills. F-14 is in trouble here. This looks like a very lethal shot for the F-14. It's high. He's low, has nowhere to go. 3 miles. Find the notch. And he found the notch. No problem. Super close shot. Burner in trouble. Burner in trouble. Half a mile. Burner taken down. First kill of the match is Burner. Then again, 120 out onto Zelfer from Archer. Archer. 120 into the ground again. R77 chasing down Grasshopper. Not going to be a chance to kill there. Kingston in trouble with a 120 on his 6. Diving. Where's that missile on his 6? I believe it's already in the ground. Giving the grass a mow on the way out. It's still tracking. It's still tracking. It goes. Oh, it hits the trees. Wonderful. Aim 9 shot coming from Archer onto Zelfer, but at the same time, an ET is out from Tail. We're going to watch Zelfer. He has no idea. 5 miles. 3, 2. Evades the missiles. I think it's taken down again by a follow-up shot. And an ET at the same time, I believe, is about to take out Sword. Now he pops flares, and he should be safe from that as he dumps the flares for the ET. F-14 in trouble now. 2 aim 9 shots on the F-14. Has no idea they're coming. 1 missile's half a mile behind him and takes down by an aim 9 from the one that he did not see. He's still alive. Gets an aim 9 shot off at the same time onto a target. Does not track. And we have 2 situations. The J-11's in trouble here, possibly. Has a lock. An aim 9's out. Half mile. 1 mile. Dead. And then another shot to finish off the F-14, who is smoking and on fire, trying to desperately stay alive. With a double merge, I expect Alpha will finish this off with guns or an aim 9. And he is dead in the water. No controls, no hydraulics, no nothing. Guns to finish off the kill, and he is done. And VTAF takes the round 4-0. 4-0.
Unbelievable.
And Alpha used all 10 of his missiles. Archer, again, used all 10. No, he still has 1 missile to spare, too. 120 to spare. Grasshopper, all of them. Alpha, all of them gone. So we used 30, 40 missiles to take out 4.
God, what the hell was that? Go back.
4 people.
What looks like a party tracker after you've blown it up? One of those party poppers. Oh, wow, that's nice. Goodness. Eclectic.
All right, well.
That's the Thracian Bears. Love it.
That's a great missile kill ratio. Yeah, but it gets the job done. Double tap new meta. Yep.
Tom Cruise would have been 1v4 after being hit. Yeah, Tom Cruise is almost as great as Andres with his 1v3.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up round 1. Goes to VTAF.
So, interesting, though, that all 3 matches that we've had in the semifinals, the first round has been a 4-0.
This is true. Every round has been 4-0.
How crazy is that? So, well, every round has also gone 3. So, will TMC have what it takes to come back and take the second round to go to a third, to push a third, or is VTAF going to push this momentum into the second round and send TMC on their way?
We'll find out in a few minutes. Be back with round 2, everybody. Stay tuned.
We're off the air. I don't believe you.
Welcome back to round 2 as we roll off VTAF versus TMC. VTAF took round 1 4-0. What is going to happen in round 2 as we begin rolling down the runway? As always, we switch sides. Now TMC on the left side over at Maycop, and VTAF at Mineral Nye. Technical difficulties from Bear today. We'll see him in a few minutes.
Comms checks. Blah, 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 blah.
5x5.
I'm sorry about that. No idea what happened. Round 2.
Round
Fight!
2. VTAF, TMC switch. And again, so here we are. Every final match has began with a round 1 sweep. 4-0.
4-0.
And every single one so far, the team on the back end, I believe, has come back.
So
chat.
do the motley crew have what it takes, or will the virtual Thracian Bears Air Force make it back to a 2-0?
Let's go ahead and get another poll going.
Another poll going.
Did you hear that, Bear? I'm starting another poll.
I'm looking for the poll. I missed the previous poll.
Hey, Bear. I have started a second poll.
I don't believe you. Who will take round 2?
There we go.
Well, if we look at statistics, I know the answer.
I've started a second poll.
Is there a second poll running?
There is a second poll running. Have you got it this time?
I've got it. I've got it for the first time.
Interesting results from the first vote. I believe it was 14 for TMC and 8 for VTAF. I'm curious to see what everybody thinks round 2. As we ingress, TMC now taking a bit of a different formation compared to last time. We have a bit of a box formation approaching from TMC, and VTAF we have F-16 Sword just departing out ahead of the group.
Champagne. Arrowhead. Doesn't look like any changes in pilot names. Obviously the aircraft stay the same. Again, those 42 missiles from the VTAF versus the much less missiles from TMC.
This is correct. Standard loadouts right now from all the aircraft. 3 bags for the ingress for the F-16. I did notice that some people dropped their wing bags first. It seems to be a going trend these days. People burn their wings first, leave the center lines for the later end of the fight.
Could be drag, could be for additional speed.
And one thing we haven't seen in a little while is the wing ripping with the F-16s. I remember a lot of people in the beginning, once we got the new flight model changes, that people were leaving on full wing tanks and then pulling 6 to 7 Gs in a turn to defend a missile, and the wings come off. Not seeing that anymore now that people began to use the center tank as the primary.
True that. I think we've also got used to how the aircraft now performs and avoid it, become better pilots.
This is true, and the F-16 is the flight control system is supposed to really manage as much of that, not let you do as much pulling. However, it's the pulling and the rolling and the twisting momentum of the aircraft at the same time that always got people in the trouble. Pulling 9 Gs and then rolling at the same time was the main thing that kind of got people in trouble. And at the same time, the Hornets, when they used to paddle, bye-bye to the wings. You are now just a falling hot dog.
Yeah, aircraft do not like the yoga positions of weird material bending.
So looks like TMC, last match, TMC was more together last round. And as you can see, now they're holding a bit of a box formation. Tomcats in the back, Vipers in the front, J11 in the back. VTAF. Can't really tell what formation they're doing right now, but I believe we're going to see a long bomb. I would hope to see a long bomb, considering I believe the F-14 did die with missiles still on the wreck. I don't recall, but it would be nice to see an F-14 long bomb at some point, just to start changing things up a little bit. We have not seen long bombs taken in quite a while, especially with the F-14. We have not seen an F-14 yet so far. Kingston, very slow, 270 knots at 27,000 feet. He does have 6 Phoenixes. Looks like he brought one. That's a 54C. So he does have one 54C. So he might be saving that for the final game when it's a smokeless motor. Different loadout change for sure. And 2 Fox teams per usual. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Poll's looking good. Poll's looking good. Don't forget to vote, everybody. Everybody take your vote.
Right, chat. Who will win round 2, VTAV or TMC? Vote up above.
By the way, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten all of the new follows, everybody. Mountain Biker, thank you for your follow. Skeezy, Skeezy, thank you for the follow. We do appreciate it. Eisenfaust, thank you. Mr. Black, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate all your follows. It's been fantastic. Hope you're enjoying the show.
And Kingston, thank you for those 2,000 bits. Really appreciate that. Don't know what it means, but great.
You know, I don't either, but thank you. All right, VTAF in there. Standard wall formation, which it's been working fantastic for him. What's going to happen? TMC has taken a different formation now, 2 and 2 in a slightly offset box, possibly trail formation here with 2 and 2. I would anticipate maybe a grinder coming from TMC. Maybe grinders are technically a little bit more inherently difficult to do with such different aircraft types, but not impossible.
So the J11, Tail is famous for flying the J11, and he's got several kills in this season in it. One of the few teams, if not the only team, that fly a J11. How do you feel about the J11, Cody?
You know, I think it's showing it's shining a little bit more these days, especially with the status of how many changes we've been going through with the missile flight models and the logic behind it. I've been seeing a lot more of these pop up, and it's been proven to be lethal. Normally in the past, a flanker wouldn't show its face in a unrestricted Fox 3 environment in a competition, but lately we've been seeing it shine, and I do believe that with the right pilot and the right amount of tactics and how you utilize those Fox 1s can be extremely lethal. And you may not be the one to get the kill, but you may put them in a position where somebody else can.
Correct. Beef, yeah, more AMRAAM gets shit on, more others like J11 gets shine. Beautiful English there. You speak deliciously.
I missed the first 2 missile shots here, guys. Long bombs from, I believe, Zelfer, and one was taken from Sword. And another long bomb coming out on probably the F-14 here. Distance-wise, 30 miles, and these guys are very... Although he was high and slow, now he's diving. But we'll continue on here. We're going to remain in the F-10 view just for a little bit as we make sure we get an idea of what's happening in the battlefield. Make sure TAC view's looking good, all that good jazz. So Alpha, 120 shot on the burner, who is already defending 12-mile shot. I don't believe this is going to be a problem for him. He's going to notch up high. Really high off-course shot from Alpha. Heading towards... Disregard, that was an onboard shot heading towards Archer. Super close exchange of missiles down here from Sword and Archer up in the top. We're going to ride along with Zelfer here. I believe the missile's a little bit closer to him, but he's probably defending in the grass. Should not be a problem, and he should be... Yep, there he goes. So no problem. Run that one to the ground. Another 120 onto Archer, into the ground. And as you can see this match, I don't believe we were this high up last time in the Flatlands. I think the whole match we were somewhat more on bulls or south of bulls. So, you know, not a lot of mountains up here. You got to rely on your notching skills. J11 in hot, pressing onto Archer. I suspect an ER shot coming onto Archer any moment now. If not an ER, then definitely an ET. Searching in the EO mode. Radar might be off. And there's a 73. R73 onto Alpha. Trying to be super sneaky. 3 miles. There goes the 120 right under his missile. Now, not missing anything else at the same time. A 120 coming down on the tail. The 73 is not going to have the energy to fly 4 more miles. Not a problem. 2v1. This is what you want to see right here, guys. This is exactly what you want to see. A 2v1. Never give the numbers advantage. You got the F-14 going cold. Left Zelfer by himself. Sword should be pressing him non-stop right now, and Grasshopper should be notching and continue to press. 2v1. You want to have that pressure. Sword should be pressing as hot as he can right now as Zelfer is going cold. 120 out from Burner. I don't want to miss anything here to the south, but we have a 2v1, and Grasshopper needs to turn back. He needs to get hot on Zelfer and take him out. Should not be going cold. 2v1, as much as you can. Missile being dragged from Archer. 700 knots. Not a problem. It's lost track. But this Archer, or excuse me, Grasshopper should have been, in my opinion, should be pressing Zelfer right now. That could have been a kill. 2v1. Now Grasshopper has let Kingston get back into position for a shot back on him. So I believe he should have pressed Zelfer to get that kill immediately off the bat. 54A, Mark 60, burning. The motor's not showing up yet. There's the motor burning. 10 miles. I don't anticipate this being a problem for either aircraft, but I think it was a missed opportunity from Grasshopper and Sword onto Zelfer.
It could be Zephyr R. I don't know, because the R is big.
Is it Zephyr? Shoot, I've been pronouncing your name wrong this entire time.
I don't know.
I'm gonna call you Zelfer until somebody says otherwise and says, Coyote, stop pronouncing my name wrong. I'll be like, okay, fine, man. Jeez, calm down. But until then,
it's Zelfer.
Zelfer. Okay, cool. All right, R77, Fox 3 for the Ruskies out. Not as much range, nowhere near as much range as the 120. However, it is a Fox 3 fire, and forget those grid fins. Just do not give the range, and it's going to be drove into the ground. Not a problem. Sword now in trouble. Grasshopper has now left his wingman, and he might be in trouble here if Zelfer or Kingston doesn't pick this up. AIM 54A drove into the ground from... oh, this is looking bad for the Tomcat. And he survives. Just barely notches at 120 on a cold target from... Zelfer onto Sword, and he might be in trouble here. It's still tracking, and I lied. It's not tracking at 1 mile. Not a problem. 120 is now out from Burner onto Archer, and another 120 from Alpha onto Burner at the same time. Drove one into the ground. So I believe this is a huge missed opportunity from Grasshopper and Sword. What do you think, Bear? When they had Zelfer on the run. I think they should have capitalized on that. Double tap.
Press.
Yep.
Press.
Double tap from Grasshopper onto Zelfer. He might be in trouble here. Oh, that's a DTT. It's a dual target track from another double tap. So we got Zelfer with 2 120s, a 54 coming onto Kingston, and then another double tap. Oh, this is diving. It's
all right. So, yeah.
3 120s coming onto Burner. Burner is in trouble. Burner's in a lot of trouble. Burner somehow pulls out of that one. Still 4v4. Another double tap.
It's funny you should say that, Speed Demon. Yeah, maybe Grasshopper can explain the Grasshopper RG.
Here we go. Missile drove into the ground. Another one behind him onto the F-14. F-14 might be in trouble if he doesn't find the notch. Half a mile right behind his aircraft, right under the airplane. Narrowly avoids death, and now they've got VTAF surrounded. 120 out from Sword onto Tail. Tail in the J11 is going to be in trouble here. He's caught high. I don't see him getting away from this one. And it reacquires. Oh, and it reacquired at the last minute. Aim 9 shot, a sneaky aim 9 coming onto Zelfer at the same time. Zelfer with the aim 9. Health. Feet behind his Zelfer's aircraft. And another guy was taken out as we were watching that aim 9. 4v2. Not looking good for TMC. That aim 9 came within arm's reach of his aircraft. 120 now on to Kingston. The 54 is out, but it's super slow to accelerate. It's not going to catch him. Hey, the 120 goes to the missile, and then goes back to TMC and takes down Kingston. It couldn't decide who to go after for the reacquire, but it goes after the aircraft. It goes for the missile, then the airplane, then the missile, then the airplane. Zelfer, the last man alive.
Did it hit the airplane? It hit the airplane.
It got to the airplane, and it went for the missile, airplane, airplane, and a 120 for the head-on shot from Sword onto Zelfer to finish out round 2 with a double tap to finalize it, coming from Grasshopper with all those missiles left to spare. And that is it.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh my. Zachrix, 3 kills. Archer, 1 kill. Incredible. Good job, Zachrix. I also noticed that he was more conservative with his fuel in round 1 and in round 2. He had most fuel on his team, which was interesting. He had full bags for most of the time. So maybe he's sort of that secret weapon you have in the back to pull him in. Excellent. Although, having said such, TMC were no easy task to defeat there. I don't think that the number of kills reflects how tough that looked.
Let's go ahead and take a peek at the TAF views here, guys. So we're gonna begin to where things started getting dicey for everybody. So let's take a ride along with Grasshopper for a few. And it's still 4v4. And here's the opportunity that I feel that VTAF truly missed right here. Is this opportunity. We have a Viper down here to the south. We have Grasshopper within 7 miles, missile on him. All alone. Now, granted, they did still come out on top, but here's an opportunity. Now, Sword was pressing the whole time, which is good. But I feel that Grasshopper should have taken his shot onto this F-16 and easily notched the M54 coming from Kingston instead. But it's okay. They come out on top. Moving on a little bit more. Who did we miss? We missed, I believe, Tail getting taken out. We did. So we had
I recall
Burner.
watching his death.
Say again?
He dove down into the ground when he was hit by the 120.
That's true, yep. So right here, couldn't pull up out of it. And the 120 was going to take him out, I believe. The 120 did get in. And then Burner as well on a 6. Really close shot. Less than a couple miles, 3 mile shot. And the M120 takes him out from behind. Poor Kingston just overshot the notch just a touch. Oh, here we go. No, here's the missiles. So here we go. So here's the missile tracking the F-14, and then it says, "Oh, a missile! I want that." And then it says, "Wait a second, no,
mine.
And that's there's an airplane here. Wait, boom." Yeah.
It's that concentration course that I did so well in. I got a distinction for it. I was so good at. Oh, look, a butterfly.
And then poor Zelfer here just gets every remaining missile from the entire VTAF team. 1, 2, and 3 to finish off to make sure he's sent to his grave. And that is it for this match.
Congratulations, VTAF. You go through to the finals. You'll be facing Harpia. Is it Harpia? Yes, Harpia in the final. That'll be in a couple of weeks' time. TMC, unfortunately, you leave with nothing. Thank you. I think you did a fantastic job this season. I know you're a new team, as is VTAV. But what a great result. Well done to making it all the way through to the semifinals. Thank you for flying with us, and we look forward to seeing you next season.
Absolutely, everybody. For the rest of you out there, whoever's looking to get into this, please start training, get yourself a team together. We'd love to have you. TMC looking forward to having you again next season. that will all be announced in the near future. Lots of really, really good changes coming up next season too. So everybody stay tuned. TMC, nice job. VTAF, congratulations for moving on. We'll go ahead and sign off, and we'll catch you guys next week after this weekend's matches are flown roughly around the same schedule. We'll do our best to get a good schedule out for you all. Until then, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend, everybody.
From myself, Coyote 1, and my co-host Bear, we'll see you later.
See ya.